What's up, Bulletproof Ballers? We're out here on the pitch back in Switzerland. Today I want to have you follow along on a full field day that I'm doing. I'm going to go through the warm-up first that you can follow along. It's going to be 10 minutes long. We're starting right away. But what I want to let you know first is that this warm-up is going to include some of the exercises that I believe, if you've been struggling with knee issues, with ankle issues, those two areas that most footballers are struggling with, then this is going to be massive for you, not only to make that area feel good, but actually to work on that area actively to make sure, okay, then we're going to go into more intense stuff for the knee after, more intense stuff in other sessions, or even if this is a gym warm-up for you, it's going to be amazing. But today I'm going to use this as a warm-up for the field day, and you can follow me along. I hope this helps. I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to feel better than before going into this warm-up. More explosive, more springy, more elastic, and especially more confident as well. First exercise that we're starting with here is going to be an elevated toe curl, recently popularized by HFT, the elevated towel curl. Right now we're not using a towel, we're just curling our toes here with the forefoot being on the ground, the heel slightly elevated, and just curling those toes into the grass, right? Really making sure we move all of them. In the beginning it might be difficult, especially on your weak leg, to get those toes to move, but that just shows you how much potential you've been missing when it comes to your feet, right? We want to have them functional. If you couldn't curl your hands, people call it a dysfunction. Now, if you can't curl your toes, people simply don't know because they're always squashed into those shoes. People might not even notice, right? But you'll notice as soon as you start doing this exercise that, okay, there's something working there. Where you feel it in your foot, where you feel it in your calves, your hamstrings. You could feel it all the way up to your glutes because of the fascia that runs from your foot all the way to your glutes. So make sure, continue here, boom, boom, curl, curl, curl. Put some weight on there, like play with the angle, whatever feels best for you. 1 minute is done, we go on to the left side, boom. Elevate it there, just keep curling, okay? Usually we go for a little bit longer here to really challenge yourself a little bit more, but this is going to be a quick 10-minute warm-up to just activate everything, right? This is not going to be the life-changing solution that you've been missing with your knees and ankles, but it could lead into that because it makes you feel better and makes you realize, okay, this is what I haven't been doing. Like, okay, towel curls, toe curls, you can even do it without a towel, right? Still feels good. I'm starting to feel it through my hamstrings, through my glutes already, and this is really, really, really nice to just get whole leg to work. Even though it's just your toes curling there, moving, it's gonna be your whole leg that has to work, right? It's that whole connection that we're building up here, which I really, really like. But we keep going, boom. Really make sure you have pressure on that forefoot. Initially it might be difficult, it might look somewhat like this, but try and keep that forefoot on the ground and work on your toes. Second now is balance. Single leg, we're getting a hip flexor up here, boom, and now we're lifting that other heel again, and we're just gonna balance. This is really challenging, but it's worth it, right? We're spending so much time on one leg when playing football, not even able to balance something like this. Again, huge potential here to improve. Your hips have to work, both sides really focused. And this is gonna, again, activate all the way from your feet up to your hips. It's all working together. Your body's working as a whole unit. And this is the warm-up we're doing to really show you that and also make you feel that, right? So keep going here. Keep going. Try and hold. If you can't hold, right, without letting your heel drop, just let your heel drop and stand like this, okay? It's also okay, but obviously over time, you want to be able to hold that forefoot, boom. Initially, when I started working more on my feet there's no way I could have just held this, and just stand here. Over time, you're gonna get better. Just hold. Really make sure to activate that ankle, right? Really has to be stiff, okay? You have to really actively push your foot into the ground, making sure you can balance there. The wind is not helping me right now. It's a challenge. It's an extra challenge. It's really good. Boom. I like it. Oh, the wind. You see what I'm saying? This is it. We don't let it touch. Oh, Let's go from the other side now. And this is my foot working so hard with my whole lower body connected. Next up, what we have is elephant walks, really getting into that deep knee bend here, extending one leg and lifting your toes up. Boom. Other side. Boom. Other side. These will really open up the backside of your knee, your hamstrings. Boom. These should feel really good. And if you're not able to get all the way down, palms to floor like I'm doing, it's not the expectation, it's the goal. But you can just have your hands elevated on a surface so you're still able to get into that deep knee bend, fully extend from there, and lift your toes as you do so. Squeeze your quads as you extend. Boom. There we go. Boom. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. Boom. Nice. Now what we're going to do is hold a Patrick step in the maximum range that you can get into. So reach your foot, your heel as much forward as you can. Get into as much dorsiflexion, knee over toe as you can without letting your hip shift back, right? We want all that pressure on your ankle and on your knee. And this is a more intense isometric now. You really want to feel the limitation in your ankle. Try and reach as far as you can while keeping the balance as well. Okay, this is really going to activate all these tendons, these ligaments that might have been a little bit too stiff within your ankles with that dorsiflexion here. And then also if you've been struggling with knee issues, just holding this isometric in that knee over toe position, really sport specific, that you will get into, is a gem, an absolute gold mine for you to improve in, right? Again, initially with my knee paining, with my knee hurting, degenerating over the years, even something like this would have made my knee feel painful. Okay, so again, it's something to build up to. Even if you just hold something like this as an isometric, over time you're going to improve your ankle mobility, you're going to improve your knee strength and stability, and you're going to be able to reach forward as much as possible. I still do think my left ankle mobility is slightly better. Maybe you can see that on the video. And that's why you can do an extra set if you feel like, okay, I have really one weaker side that needs to catch up. Do an extra set there. Okay, but right now we only have 10 minutes. We keep going. Boom. Let's go. Hold, hold, hold. End range. Boom. We keep going. There we go. Next up, we have one. You've seen Kadurziani doing it maybe. It's going like this, all the way down. Full knee bend, full stretch through the shin. And again, full knee bend here. And we go up and down. Up and down. Really make sure to push through that back ankle as well. Working on that mobility there. The front one, front leg, is going to work really hard in the quads, in the glutes. Going to work some ankle mobility as well. And it's going to be really challenging exercise here. But again, we're working that full body activation, not leaving anything weak, right? These ankles, these knees, these joints, right? 20% of footballers retire because of knee issues, right? So we want to make sure that we minimize the risk of you being one of those. Boom. Boom. Keep going. It's gonna get challenging, I'll tell you that. It's probably the most challenging exercise we're doing today. Boom. And as you push really through that ankle, you're gonna feel it, right? That's the goal. Keep going. You got this. Let's go. Boom. Boom. Pushing through those feet. Pushing through that back ankle. feeling the stretch. Don't avoid it. Obviously, we don't want to work through pain. If this is causing you pain, don't work through it. Shake it out a little bit. Now the last minute is just going to be shaking it all out, but keeping those ankles stiff. Okay, heels are elevated, upper body's completely relaxed, and you just bounce off the ground for 1 minute, getting yourself prepped for what's about to come. Full field session. This is a follow-up follow along warm-up. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more of that, let me know down below in the comment section. I think this could be really valuable. You know, the confidence that you might be lacking after an ACL surgery, meniscus, after years of degeneration in your patella tendon, which was my case. You want to build up and make your body feel good. Activity completed, 10-minute warm-up, and you see, I'm activated. I'm ready to freaking go. Okay, same for you. Make sure rest out a little bit now, and then we'll see us with the rest of the field day. So I just wanted to share 2 extra exercises with you, not part of this 10-minute warm-up, but really is gonna activate you even more and go into a little bit more the sport specific stuff, because now we're getting into split stance here for the first exercise. Okay, make sure you're on your toes on both toes, big toes pointed in slightly, and now from here you're gonna hinge into that left glute. Left leg is forward, hinge into that left glute. Okay, boom. You don't want to just lean forward, you really want to drive your hips back to an invisible wall behind you. Really get yourself to feel your glute, and now push your foot into the ground, your left one, as if you were gonna push off to sprint. Okay, and just hold here. Just hold here, hold here, hold here, hold here. Keep going, really hinge into it. Don't fall forward too much. Hinge into it, turn, twist into it even more, turn to that side. You're gonna feel it even more, okay? And then as if you wanna explode out of it and then starting to sprint. Keep going, push that foot into the ground, but keep the heel off. Boom, boom, keep going, feel that glute activating. And then we're gonna explode out of this position. Get yourself ready, just 1 step. Boom. Okay, now other side. Cool. Right side, I'll show you this side. See both sides. Right side forward, hinge into it, twist towards that side. Boom, boom. You want to feel that hip socket there, full activation in the glutes, pushing through the feet, really feeling powerful, like as if you want to start right now, but you're not going. You hold, you keep holding till I tell you to explode out. Keep holding. Boom. Nice. Hold, hold, hold. If you start shaking, no worries. Keep going. Okay, get yourself ready to explode, and boom, explode out of it. Let's go. Now you should really feel your glutes really activated, and now we want to take this activation into the last exercise I want to show you here today. A single leg hop, again keeping the ankles stiff to really make sure, okay, we're working from the ground up. We're not having sloppy heels, right? If you're playing football, your heels are going to touch the ground. I'm not saying that, but you still want to have that elasticity, that quickness in it. So that's what we're trying to reinforce here in an exaggerated way. Okay, so get yourself on 1 foot, activate your foot the same way you would have to activate it if you balance on it on 1 leg. Heel off, and now boom, start bouncing. Okay, left, right, left, right, left, right. Doesn't have to be big bounces. Most importantly, keep your heel as stiff as you can. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yep. Heel as stiff as you can. Ankle, not letting the heel drop. It's gonna get tough. It's already getting tough for me. That's the goal. Boom, boom, boom. Good. Don't want to fatigue you here too much. I was already getting really fatigued, but this is it, right? We want to challenge you here. This is more than just a warm-up, especially these last two exercises. This is really already preparing you for your sport massively, right? If you're good at this, everything's activating like it should be, you feel strong, you can do this for minutes, you're in a really good place. Don't forget to breathe. Also something I tend to forget when I'm always talking. Okay, go. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. There we go. And now, I hope you're not completely flat out now, because now we're going to get into some sprints, backwards and forwards. That's it, right? We want to have quality work, nothing too much, nothing too crazy. You're going to have tomorrow again. You're going to have to recover. But with this warm-up and then this extra activation, now you should feel really confident in your body. Might feel fatigued a little bit, but that just shows you, okay, cool, how much more potential you have to really get more springy, more effortless. So that's the goal. Let's get into those sprints. First, we're going to sprint backwards. This is really going to get you into this sport-specific position that we also get into when we go forward, right? And also, it's really good at teaching you to keep your ankles high, stiff, elastic, because when you go backward, the first thing you're landing with is going to be your forefoot, right? Boom, and you push off. It's really going to teach you with that as well. We're going to build up over time. First, we're going to go for about 10 meters, maybe a little bit less, just full out, okay? Nice. Let's go. So now we're done backwards, we're prepped, now we're ready to go forwards. Let's get it. You notice as well, as you go backwards here, you have to stabilize with your hips, with your knees, with your ankles. So it's working it all, and then you extend, boom, you extend it all. But especially coming from the knee, that strength coming from the knee instead of really from the hips is going to challenge you, especially if you've been avoiding your knee for so long. But since we can really start gently, right, I'm not telling you have to push into the backwards running today at all, right? If you're still struggling with issues, you want to go slow, just start backwards jogging, okay? Get that VMO, quad activation. If you need some extra support, hinge your hips back a little, you will feel your glutes activating as well. And this will then allow you to build that strength in that knee over toe position a little bit more, right? Which is something that Ben has really popularized. That backwards walking is not just backwards walking for fun. It is there for a reason, because you get that knee over toe position that we've been avoiding for so long, that I've been avoiding for so long, because my knee has been hurting. Okay, so then I go knee over toe with my left one, no problem. But then my right one, something like this, whoa, I would never be able to do before. Okay, like this, obviously, I don't know what I was trying to demonstrate there, a single leg sissy squat. But obviously that's the stuff. Now you can have fun with it. Okay, I could do pistol squats now, easy. All that stuff that you can build up to, so then you can go back to sprinting without pain. So let's get into sprinting now, talking about it. Now I want to show you some accelerations from behind, so you can watch how that head moves over the foot on each step that I'm taking, how my spine is bending from side to side, which is something that David Weck has been popularizing recently a lot with the Weck method, with the coiling, all that stuff. And it's really all the systems that you see out there and you see people talking about, it's pieces of a puzzle, right? Certain people need more of that, certain people need more of that. What we provide you with Bulletproof Ballers is really the whole package of taking you from where you're at now, seeing what you need, how you can build up those tissues that have been degenerating, have been disappointing you, have been hurting, has been torn, whatever, or reconstructed ACLs, to getting back to being able to handle the sport you love, right? And then also making sure then, okay, we can then optimize your movement, optimize whatever you need, right? Get more explosive. But what's the point of getting more explosive when you can't even handle the force you're producing, right? So we're building step by step. That's why you have the 3R system that goes through rejuvenating, making your joint feel better. And we're going to use whatever's needed there. Then rebuilding, really going into rebuilding those tissues. And that doesn't have to be in a sport specific movement. We're getting into deep knee bends because we know these can preferentially train your connective tissues within your knee, even though we're not going to sit in a deep knee bend when playing football, right? But then as we get more into return to sport, that's where we include more sport specific stuff, right? The running, the cutting, the jumping, the decelerating, and the acceleration, obviously, as well. But if you build up your foundation in a good way and you don't stiffen up, you train through full ranges, then your body is gonna still have that freedom, right? I haven't sprinted so long, right? I literally stopped sprinting because of my knee issues. And when I first went back to sprinting, it felt good, right? I wasn't stiff because of the training I've done. Right? I haven't just done simple bodybuilding stuff where you stiffen up over time, but I've actually done training that still goes through a full range of motion, gives me the mobility to sprint, gives me the movement in the spine to bend laterally with confidence. Okay, so enough said, let's get into these accelerations from behind. I want to have you look at how my head now, starting off, obviously, I'm going from here, and then the next step is going to be here, and it's going to go boom, left, right, left, right. Okay, so watch closely now. Boom. Okay, hope you've seen that. Now I'm going to sprint towards the camera, and you will be able to see. Okay, sprint towards the camera. Again, watch how my ankles stay stiff, how my head moves over the foot when I'm sprinting. That's two key aspects of sprinting. Okay, then obviously we're working on your hip flexor strength, especially in the rebuild. A lot of hip flexor strength. We're working on your single leg balance, right? Ankle stiffness, ankle strength, essentially as well, on your glutes. Everything you really need, right? This is why we say we're creating bulletproof ballers. Okay, it's not just a joke. So let's go get into the sprint. Watch closely now. Now, last but not least, I want to give you a side angle so you can actually see some sprint specific positions, how ankle stays up, how we're actually making sure, okay, we're building that hip mobility that's needed to extend here, have the freedom, the strength to pick up your legs, the strength in your hamstrings to stabilize as you kick into the floor. So you're going to see me running into the screen, and I'll slow it down for you so you can have a look. All right, that's it. That's a full field day. You can see I finished off here with some banded ankle jumps as well. These could serve as a good prep before sprinting as well. I decided to do them after sprinting because I didn't originally plan to do them. But yeah, been liking those recently, especially since Keegan, my mentor, showed them to me. And yeah, I've been enjoying those a lot. So I hope you can take at least something out of this whole speed day. Maybe some of the warm-up. You don't even have to do the whole thing always if it fatigues you too much, but make sure to pick here and there, detect your weaknesses, maybe look at what you might have been missing and go from there, right? And in the end, you want to get back to sprinting, right? So making sure you build up to this over time in a healthy way, in a safe way, is the key. But at some point you're gonna have to sprint maximally again, right? But obviously you want to have you reach certain standards before really reach a certain level where, for example, in Bulletproof Ballers, when we get through the return to sport phase, we're gonna reach high standards before we even let you go and sprint again, right? High strength standards, high mobility standards, and you should also aim high. The goal is not to return quickly, but to return stronger and more protected than ever, right? And then you're going to be able to enjoy these field day much more, and then also obviously returning.
back to playing football or whatever sport you're playing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of that, let me know down below in the comment section, and I hope to see you the next time.